the first half of the year is already done.
咱今年的點歡喜已經過。
I hope that we could say, Lord, thank you for the half year blending.
咱我希望咱大家人有法講感謝主，佢點歡喜有好好地下嚟生活。
If not, it's not too late. We still have 6 months ahead to do our best for the Lord.
所以今年也個未上晚，咱就好法通有嘅歡喜好好為主嚟話。
You know, right now I have 3 questions in my mind.
所以我係頭殼裏面有三個問題。
3 questions which I believe that all of us at one time or another have asked.
我相信這三個問題也是咱每一個人有時陣也發問嘅問題。
I myself have asked these questions before.
以前我也家己發問這三個問題。
And when I was a pastor, you know, every so often people would come to me and they would be asking me these questions.
做牧師有真多人有時在車外面是發問這三個問題。
Now the questions that I have in my mind, questions which I believe all of us have asked are this.
這三個問題咱大家發問嘅是安尼。
How can I know the will of God? You know, how can I know where God is leading me?
第一是講上帝，我哋怎樣知影上帝嘅旨意？上帝帶我去到哪裡？
Second, why does God allow me to suffer?
第二呢是上帝為什麼容許我受苦？
Or another way is why does God allow the righteous, the Christians to suffer?
還是講為什麼上帝容許義人也會受苦呢？
And then thirdly, does God really care when I'm suffering?
第三方面就是當我喺受苦嘅時陣，上帝有真實會保護我嘛。
Now the questions that I have just raised are critical questions that every Christian must grapple with.
其實這三個問題也是每一個基督徒真重要應該去想嘅問題。
If they don't grapple with these questions, they will not mature in their faith, they will not come to know the Lord in a more intimate way.
無去思想這三個問題，因為靈命通在無法當完全嘅成熟，無法當更加深入來明白咱嘅
If
主。
they don't come to terms with these questions, most likely they will not be able to follow the Lord joyfully and to live the abundant life that God has promised.
因若無然後來解答這三個問題，伊無法通真正喜樂嘅來去記出命運人生嘅道路。
Now this morning, as we continue our study on the book of Exodus,
今日早起當咱繼續來看出埃及記嘅時陣，
we are going to revisit the familiar story of the Israelites coming out of Egypt and crossing the Red Sea.
咱過來到一個咱真正熟悉嘅故事，就是摩西帶以色列人要離開埃及，因來到紅海，離開紅海嘅故事。
And we are going to look at this story from the angle of our personal journey with God.
咱就要對咱家己生命嘅這個角度來看這個故事。
And along the way, I hope that we will be able to find the answers to the 3 questions that I just raised.
當咱來看這個故事嘅時陣，咱就會通找到即馬咱所講嘅這三個問題嘅答案。
You know, the passage that is assigned to me is Exodus 13 and 14, 2 long passages.
今仔日咱所指嘅經文，其實是出埃及記13、14章。
And if you look at these 2 chapters, you will discover many important lessons and principles.
而這個章內面，咱會發現有真濟人生重要嘅功課甲原則。
However, this morning, I just would like to highlight 4 very important principles.
然後早起咱要就來特別注意4點。
These are foundational principles which I believe all of us know of.
我相信呢，這4點呢，也是咱大家人一定也是知影，是幾項真正重要嘅原
However,
則。
many times as we journey through life, and especially when we are undergoing trials, we tend to forget, we tend to neglect these 4 principles.
但是有時陣，伫咱人生特別咱遇到艱苦嘅日子嘅時陣，咱會記呢4個原則。
The first principle I want to highlight is this:
第一個原則是安尼。
that God often leads us through uncharted and unbeaten paths for our own good.
上帝常常為着咱嘅好處，會引帶咱行咱想袂到，還是不行過嘅路途。
Therefore, let us always submit to Him, even if sometimes we don't understand His leading.
所以呢，雖然咱有時陣會明白上帝嘅帶領，但是咱也可要順服來跟隨伊。
You know, as Christians, we often have qualms about those who are superstitious.
有時陣咱基督徒會看別人有真濟迷信，
And we also look down on people who misuse the Bible.
還是咱會看見懷誤解聖經嘅人。
But unknown to us, sometimes we also do what they are doing.
其實有時咱家己不知不覺呢，咱也是做咁習慣嘅代志。
Sometimes we also hold on, we believe, in some things that are not true. And probably bordering on superstition.
其實有時咱有一寡咱的新的物件，其實也是甲伊相關，都要親像迷信相關。
In particular, many of us believe in this.
較確定嚟講，咱有真濟人捌安尼款思想，
Many of us believe that if we are in the will of God,
真濟人相信講，咱若行佇上帝的旨意的中間，
then everything will be very smooth.
然後呢，所有的代志攏會真正順利。
The journey that we will undertake will be without kinks. There will be no obstacles. Everything will be
所以
perfect.
咱要行的道路就無啥物難阻，一切是一帆風順。
And in relation to that, we also believe that if things go wrong,
用一種比喻，咱的人生若較無順利，
or if we are suffering as we journey through life, then we are not in the will of God.
還是講說咱人生的道路真濟苦難，安尼感覺咱毋是佇上帝的旨意內。
Many of us don't realize it, but if you take a good look at yourself, many of us do hold on to that kind of belief.
咱家己是倒頭想者，是毋是真濟時陣，咱也是相關安尼想呢？
However, if you look at the Bible, if you look at God's leading of His people, the Israelites,
但咱看聖經上帝怎樣帶領伊的百姓以色列，
particularly of how He led them into Egypt and out of Egypt, you will discover that this principle is untrue.
咱來看到上帝怎樣互因來到埃及，不離開埃及，咱拄則所講的這原則是有唔對的。
On the contrary, you discover that oftentimes God allows His people, to have disruptions, to have problems in life for a good reason.
伊常常咱會看見上帝是用阮伊的百姓伫人生的內面，會拄着真濟難處。
Sometimes God even allows pains to be inflicted on us, for our own good.
上帝也常常為着咱的好處，用阮痛疼伫咱的身邊。
In 1985, there was a young boy who was suffering from leukemia.
1985年有一個囡仔，有一個肺癌的病。
His mother took him to the doctor, and the doctor said, your child has only a 50% chance of survival.
去看醫生的時陣，這個醫生甲伊的老母講，伊的囡仔呢只有50%的活躍。
The mother was very sad, but he took the chance and had the doctor treat him.
雖然這個老母真正艱苦心，但是伊用阮醫生來看這個囡仔。
So the boy had to visit the doctor many times. He had to take, many tests and many procedures.
所以這個囡仔呢，就去看醫生真濟擺，就經過真濟的試驗。
And when the boy was 3 years old,
等伊3歲的時陣，
the doctor decided that this boy needed a spinal tap.
伊這個醫生講，這個囡仔呢，伊需要做一款醫療的方式。
Now this spinal tap is an extremely painful procedure, and a big needle has to be inserted through the nerve and into his spinal column.
所以呢，就是一個真粗的針插入去伊的脊椎，會真正痛的一個解決。
So the doctor explained what he would do to the boy, and he told him this would be very painful.
所以這醫生也甲這個囡仔開箱，伊要怎樣做，然後也甲伊講，這個結骨會真正痛。
The boy understood, and he agreed to the procedure.
這個囡仔呢，伊也明白，伊也願意做這個解決。
True enough, the procedure was extremely painful.
所以這個醫療醫生是真正痛。
As the doctor was inserting the needle,
所以這個醫生將這個針插入去伊的脊椎的時
and
候，
the boy yelled, he cried, he struggled.
伊也來掙扎，伊也大聲來發。
And 3 nurses had to hold him down.
需要3個護士嚟該按下為領導。
However, before the procedure was over,
但是當這個醫療也未完成的時陣，
the boy was sweating and he was all in tears.
這個囡仔雖然伊咧哭，雖然伊咧流汗，
He looked at the doctor and he said,
伊就對醫生講，
thank you, doctor, for hurting me.
來講多謝醫生，互我痛痛，
Thank you, doctor, for hurting me.
多謝醫生，你互我痛。
Now, this boy truly is one brave and intelligent boy.
咱當講這個囡仔是真聰明，但是佫真正勇敢。
Unlike many of us, he accepted pain, as a necessary thing for him.
感覺無同的，就是伊有法當接受這個痛痛，雖然可能是真艱苦。
He faced endured pain with courage.
伊面對這個痛痛是用着伊的勇氣。
He did not ask the doctor to stop the procedure. He did not blame. He did not get angry with the doctor.
所以無叫這個醫生停止，也無伫遐埋怨，也無伫遐來怪這個醫生。
You see, many of us, when we face disruptions and sufferings in life,
伊 而咱的人生内面，咱大家人也拢会遇到真侪跩满足还是艰苦的代志。
Many of us, we struggle, we blame God, we get angry.
而咱咧前阵的时阵，咱会对上帝生气，还是咱会埋怨。
Not only because, those things are very painful,
唔单单是讲这代志会真正痛，
but because many of us believe, if I am in the will of God, if God truly loves me, this thing should not be happening.
咱真侪人是因为咱相信上帝若听话，上帝我若家己上帝旨意内面，这代志应该袂发生。
I am the child of God, this thing should not be happening.
我是上帝的囝儿，这代志唔应该发生。
However, if we read the Bible, you will discover this.
但是咱在读圣经的时阵，咱会发现，
The Israelites, they are God's chosen people, but they also encounter many pains, sufferings, and disruptions in life.
伊些人是上帝特别的选民，但是伫因的一生的内面，因也遇到真侪大阻甲艰难。
Admittedly, some of their pains are of their own doing.
虽然因真侪遇到的困难是因为家己做得来的，
However, if you look at their history,
但是咱来看因的历史，
you'll notice that a lot of their sufferings were not of their own doing.
因有真侪的艰难，还是受苦，毋是因为伊做得来的。
Look at the account of how they got into Egypt and got out of Egypt.
咱来想，因怎样来到埃及，因怎样离开埃及？
You all know the story.
咱大家人皆真熟悉这个故事。
Egypt was not in the original plan of Jacob and his sons.
雅各甲伊的囝儿的记忆的内面，因未受到埃及，
They had never dreamt of living there.
因也未受到讲伊会徛伫埃及遐尼久。
However, because of a famine, not of their own doing, they got there.
但是因为迄时的饥荒，毋是因为因做得来，但是因为着饥荒就去到埃及。
By God's special permission, God brought them to Egypt, not just to be fed, but to be reunited, with Joseph as a family.
所以上帝家己的保守的下面，因去埃及单单得到食物，也甲约瑟不再一摆还原。
There was a disruption, a famine, but then in the end, they were happy together.
所以有这个饥荒，毋是因受到的代志，但是最后伊是真正欢喜做一个。
Unfortunately, when Joseph and the Pharaoh that had been kind to them passed away,
当约瑟过身，甲巴约瑟的这个法老王过身的时阵，
the succeeding leaders of Egypt maltreated them.
繼續嚟統治埃及嘅在法老人，因就喺款待以色列人。
And again, not of their own doing, they became slaves, captives in Egypt.
所以唔是因做得來，但是因就正做因嘅努力。
They thought that it was going to be a short, family vacation.
原來因去到埃及，因以為是一個真正短嘅一個簡單卡期上班，
But it became 430 years of slavery,
但是畢竟變成做430年為奴嘅日子，
disruption.
因嘅人生嘅內面有這個插曲。
But thank God they cried out and the Lord sent Moses, to deliver them.
所以因哋來哀求上帝嘅時陣，上帝就叫摩西來拯救伊。
And so finally they were free from Egypt.
所以最後呢，因也得到自由離開埃及。
However, if you look at our passage today,
但今仔日咱看這個13、14章嘅時陣，
you'll notice there is again disruption.
咱嗰隻一擺看到因人生內面有插曲。
This passage tells us that when Pharaoh finally realized what happened,
當這個法老王嗰時到頭上嘅時陣，伊發現講在以前離開，
he decided, to pursue them.
伊就決定講要到該對這倒來。
But before that,
但係這個以前，
you look at Exodus chapter 13, verse 17.
當咱看13章17節嘅時陣，
Instead of taking the shorter route,
而且上帝無可以行迄個較短嘅路，
they used to be in the land of Goshen.
因為來離高山嘅這個所在，
The shortest, easiest route is through that dotted line up there.
所以第一短嘅這個路呢是離北部前面行。
That was the route that the people, that the traders of those days, traveled.
這條路呢也是當時嘅在做生意嘅人所行嘅路。
But the Lord decided not to take them by that route.
但上帝呢決定無可以行呢條短嘅路。
Instead, the Lord took them downwards, following that red line.
反正呢上帝可以人行是成一條真長嘅路。
The Bible does not tell us this, but I presume at that time, many of them were murmuring.
聖經雖然無記載，但是我相信呢個時陣呢，在以色列人可能真侪人也發怨言。
Why did you take us through this route?
為什麼你無行迄個長嘅
This
路
leads,
呢？
this leads to the desert.
這個呢是比較離曠野
We
嘅路。
will surely die.
你的確會死喺曠野嘅內面。
However, the Lord has a good reason.
上 主有伊家己好的理由，
Because if they take that easy route,
因为伊若行迄条较短的路，
they are going to meet the mighty Philistines and they will be at war.
因会拄着怀真正强壮的非利士人，并且会甲因战争。
So you see, brothers and sisters, a lot of times, the Lord allow us to have detours because of a good reason.
所以真侪时阵，咱知影上帝有好的理由，互咱行无相关的道路。
And then if you look at chapter 14,
然后咱看第14章的时阵，
you will notice that God did not just lead them through, a longer and more difficult route.
上帝不单单是带因行一条较长较艰难的道路，
But actually, God led them into a trap.
上帝你其实是会行较等来到伊一个圈的内面。
In Exodus 14, verse 1 to 2,
伊这个14章第1、第2节，
the Lord said, "Tell the Israelites to turn back and come in Deep Harirot between Migdol and the sea."
而且讲到以色列人就转为要安营伫以下去落诶头前都甲海的中间。
Migdol actually is a hilly, rocky place.
所以咱讲到这个是一个真侪山的所在，
It is situated on a narrow stretch, beside the sea.
所以是伫云海，但是一条真正窄的路，
It is, by the desert.
也是伫这个沙漠的另外一边。
The Lord led them, through that path.
上帝是带因行这条艰难的路，
And the Lord has a good reason.
但是上帝有好的理由。
Because in Exodus chapter 14, sorry, in verses 3 to 4 of chapter 14,
因为14章第3、第4节咱会看到，
because the Lord, is going to harden the heart of Pharaoh.
这个时阵上帝会互法老王的心刚硬，
The Pharaoh would think, they are wandering, in confusion.
这个时阵法老会以为讲因伫这个旷野内面，唔知要怎样行，
And then he, will pursue them.
伊会来这边，
But in the end, God is going to get the victory in the glory.
到最後咱知影上帝嘅得勝得着榮耀。
We all know the story of the crossing of the Red Sea.
咱拢知影這個要過紅海嘅故事，
It was a complete victory for Israelites, for God.
是上帝甲以色列人完全嘅勝利。
But they had to go through, uncharted, difficult paths.
但是要經過因想袂到這個較艱難嘅道路，
Routes that were longer, routes that were more difficult.
是較長較艱苦嘅道路。
Brothers and sisters, I don't know where the Lord is leading you at this moment.
但是這個我唔知影，伫這個時陣上帝怎樣帶領你嘅道路，
Probably He is leading you into a place that you've never been before.
在上帝帶領去一個你唔捌去到嘅所在，
A place that is, so dangerous and so fearsome.
咁再是一個真通行、真正危險嘅所在。
Probably He is leading you through routes, that are very difficult,
上帝有你行迄個真正艱難嘅道路，
very painful.
真正通正嘅路線，
Don't be afraid.
咱無需要驚驚，
Because the Lord has a good reason.
因上帝的確有好嘅理由。
If you will follow Him,
你若順從伊，
if you will just be like that young boy,
你若親像咱昨仔所講嘅即個細漢囡仔，
if you will only say, "Thank you, Lord, for the pain,"
你若對主講，主感謝你，互我也經過通正，
in the end you will discover and you will enjoy the blessing that comes.
到最後嘅時陣，咱會通伫遐享受上帝所予咱嘅恩典甲伊嘅祝福。
Allow me now to share, a very simple personal experience.
用我家己來分享我家己一個細細嘅經驗。
Today actually marks the 6th month of my journey with sciatic pain.
其實今仔日我已經有6個月，伫我嘅身體一個脊椎嘅疼痛。
It started, about 6 months ago, in the back, and then it transmitted all the way to the left leg.
所以6個月前，對我嘅家脊嘅脊椎一直到我嘅腦殼真正疼。
I could hardly stand, I could hardly sit. Sometimes I have pain even if I lay down.
所以無論是坐、徛，還是倒咧，就時陣攏真正疼。
In these 6 months I have suffered a lot physically.
會通講伊經過這6個月，這個身體裡面有真濟痛痛。
And sometimes I also suffer emotionally as I, journey through all of this.
當然也會影響到我家己嘅感受。
Sometimes I get impatient with God.
有時陣對上帝也會叫做無尊重。
Sometimes I plead with Him to take away my pain miraculously, immediately, completely.
無 我係用上帝嚟叫講，主意主咱就完全嚟理我。
But God has not chosen to answer my prayer in the way I wanted.
但上帝呢聽我嘅祈禱，唔是按照着我所愛。
He chose to bring me to different doctors, different clinics, different meetings, many exercises.
所以呢就叫帶我叫幾真濟醫生，真濟無上治療嘅方式。
Probably he saw that I'm overweight, I did all those
所以
exercises.
講上帝知影我嘅當中體頭呢需要較多嘅運動。
I do not quite understand why this is so.
我唔知也袂明白為什麼會有這款嘅疼痛。
Today I thank the Lord because I am significantly healed, but I still am not completely healed.
今日雖然也未完全好，但是我也通感謝主。
I don't know why,
我唔知影為什麼，
but I just follow by faith.
但是我只有憑着信心來決定。
And let me tell you, after 6 months,
所以到經過6個月了，
my faith is now stronger than before.
我會講我嘅信心比以前更加堅固。
My understanding of God has matured a little bit.
也會講我對上帝嘅理解會更成熟。
Brothers and sisters, I know how difficult and painful life can sometimes be.
即便我知影咱嘅人生有真多時陣是真正艱難，
But let me remind you that God sometimes bring us to uncharted territories, difficult places for good reasons.
嘅互相來面對，咱知影上帝為好嘅理由，用阮咱來經歷出來，咱想袂到不行嘅道路。
Let us just follow Him by faith and in obedience.
但只管伫下憑着信心順服來決定。
In the end, He will bring us to the promised land.
到啊，最後嘅時陣，伊互咱進入到迄個應許之地。
Now, this passage has another very important principle.
即個經文內面也保留嘛一個真重要嘅原則。
You know, as we plod through life, God is always before us and beside us.
當咱行過人生嘅道路嘅時陣，上帝常常是伫咱嘅邊啊，上帝是甲咱同在。
Therefore, let us trust Him even if sometimes we don't see His hands.
所以雖然咱無叫做誒看到伊，但是呢，咱要伫下有地。
You know, there was a group of botanists and they went to the Alps to find some rare flowers.
有一寡研究生物嘅人，佢去到伫即個鴨石雪山嘅時陣，要去找來較遺憾嘅花。
And through their binoculars, they were able to find one.
所以因嘅望遠鏡呢，就看到有一款嘅花，是真正特別的。
A very rare and beautiful flower.
是真正很是看見，也是真正水嘅。
Unfortunately, the flower was beyond their reach.
但是要摕到這個花真正無容易，
It was in a deep ravine, way down, surrounded by cliffs.
所以是伫一個深溝嘅內面。
To get there, someone has to be, hung over and then lay down.
若要去摕這蕊花呢，就需要將一個人綁起呢，然後才會該搭落去，你才有法度去摕到呢個花。
As they were pondering what to do,
咁伊咧想要怎樣做嘅時陣，
they saw a young boy nearby and they called the boy, offered him some money.
伊就看到邊有一個囡仔，伊就講要花錢，囡仔加落去摕呢個花。
If he would only agree, that they would let him down by the rope and get the flower, he's going to be rich.
就是將這個囡仔用手綁咧，然後再給推落去，開我去摕到呢蕊花。當然這個囡仔看起真正深厚。
It was dizzying,
而家呢看到咗頭殼型咯，
steep, deep, difficult.
真正赤，真正深。
He hesitated.
伊就小可想者，
But then he said, wait a minute, I'll come back.
但是伊佫講請等者，我佫一步我會倒返來。
In a short while, he returned.
所以無偌久呢，伊就返來。
Behind him was a man.
伊帶着一個人交伊來。
And then he said, I'm now ready to go down.
咁現在呢，我已經備辦好，伊會互我落去。
This man will hold the rope. He's my dad.
但是這個邊仔的人呢，是我的老爸，是伊要畫迄條索。
As we journey through life,
咁咱經過人生嘅道路，
a lot of times we are so afraid because we forget that the one who holds the rope is our dad.
但是咱真多時陣，咱真正驚嘢，是因為咱袂記得，迄個咧畫迄條索的是咱的上帝。
Yes, I know that the pains in life sometimes will inevitably make us afraid.
是的，咱的人生的道路，有這個時陣確實咱會驚嘢。
Many times it will make us doubt our ability to get through even the day.
這個時陣咱也伫遐真正無確定，咱有法通過這一日。
As we look at the picture
當咱看迄個真深嘅無高嘅
As
時
we look at the steep cliff,
陣，當咱看迄個真正斜嘅岩嘅時陣，
many times we just, shake our head.
嗰個時陣，咱就搖頭。
And then a lot of us will just give up.
有個人嫌知，咱就無法再繼續行落去。
However, thank God our passage today has a very encouraging message.
今仔日咱嘅經文內面，咱一個真正有鼓勵性嘅原則。
Our Lord will never leave us. He will never forsake us.
咱嘅上帝是一格袂離棄咱，也袂放鬆咱。
He does not only hold the rope, He will never let go of the rope.
伊是換條迄條嘅索，伊也袂甲咱放落去。
Look at this passage.
咱來看一看嘅聖經。
In Exodus 13 verse 19, through Moses, the Lord promised that He would journey with the Israelites.
所以13章19節，上帝有應允摩西，伊要甲因同行。
And He will come to their aid when they need Him.
當因有需要嘅時陣，上帝必甲佇迄個所在。
And that is the Lord's promise to us as well.
今仔日這個也是上帝互咱嘅應允，
He will journey with us. He will come to our aid when we need Him.
伊是甲咱同行，當咱有需要嘅時陣，伊
And
是咱嘅神。
not only that,
看到安尼，
the Lord is not just with us, but He is before us.
上帝不但甲咱同在，伊也是行佇咱嘅頭前。
That's why if you look at Exodus 13:21,
現在看第13章21節嘅時陣，
by day the Lord went ahead in a pillar of cloud,
所以佇日死嘅時陣，上帝行佇頭前是用這個雲條來出來；
and then by night in a pillar of fire.
暗暝嘅時陣，上帝是用火條也來出來。
And I love the next verse very much.
我真愛去刷來這一節嘅聖經，
This is a confirmation and affirmation of God's presence.
這個也是甲咱印證上帝永遠甲咱同在。
Neither the pillar of cloud by day nor the pillar of fire by night left the place in front of the people.
所以無論是早起嘅這個雲條，還是日死嘅這個火條，無離開定定行佇伊嘅頭前。
Many of us forget this very important fact.
咱真侪時陣，咱袂記這個重要嘅事實。
That in all our journeys, the Lord is with us.
也就是伫咱規個路程嘅頂面，上帝甲咱同在。
This is especially so if you are a child of God and you have received Jesus as your Savior.
特別主耶穌，若是你嘅救主，你是上帝嘅兒子。
When Jesus went to heaven, He sent us the Holy Spirit, who is the one who walks beside us.
當主耶穌我去天職嘅時陣，也藉緊聖靈甲咱同在。
But many of us forget this.
但咱真侪人袂記得，
That is why we often raise the question, Lord, do you care? Are you there?
所以有時陣咱在問講主啊，你也好像是阮顧問嗎？你真是甲阮同在嗎？
And I pray that we will always remember
我望咱逐人，咱會定定安尼記得，
the Lord journeys with us and He will come to our aid when we need Him.
上帝甲咱同行，咱有需要嘅時陣，伊必甲佇咱嘅邊啊。
And then by day or by night, He will be holding, the rope.
所以無論是早起暗暝，就是全日主佇遐換條迄條索。
One of the kings that I love so much is, does Jesus care?
有一首詩是我真正愛的，就是主真是顧念我嘛。
I know that many of you love that song. I have been blessed by that song so many
咱
times.
真侪人也愛這首嘅詩歌，這首嘅詩歌也互我得到真侪嘅祝福。
In the different stanzas of the song,
而這首詩嘅無相嘅集內面呢，
the songwriter mentioned several undecidable situations in life.
這個寫詩嘅人就有提到佇人生內面真侪艱苦嘅道路。
And he asked if Jesus really cared, when he was crossing those paths.
伊就咧問這個問題，當伊咧經歷最艱難嘅道路嘅時陣，上帝真是顧念我嘛。
And then in the chorus, he consoled himself and he encouraged all of us.
然後伫迄個火嘅內面，伊就也得到安慰，伊也鼓勵咱。
And he said, yes,
Yes.
Jesus does care.
耶穌真心顧念咱，
Oh yes, he cares. I know he cares.
實在伊有顧念咱。
His heart is touched with my grief.
伊嘅心也通認同我所經歷嘅痛苦。
When the days are weary and the long nights dreary,
雖然咱嘅日子暗暝攏感覺真長嘅時陣，
he said, I know my Savior cares.
我知我嘅救主伊顧念我。
The person who wrote that song was a pastor named Frank Rafe.
啊，這個是一個牧師 Frank Griffin 所寫嘅詩歌。
When he wrote that song, at that time he was having, a very serious illness.
伊寫這首詩歌嘅時陣是當時有一個真正重嘅破病嘅時候，
And he was suffering so much for it.
啊，有這個破病伊也真正受苦。
And he was having doubts about God and about the love of God.
啊，呢個時陣伊也交予上帝嘅請。
And one day while he was seeking for encouragement, for strength,
所以一個當伊伫遐咧尋求安慰甲勉勵嘅時陣，
he came across 1 Peter 5:7.
伊就讀到彼得前書5章7節，
Cast all your anxieties on him because he cares for you.
因為伊顧念咱當中所有嘅掛慮，獻互咱嘅主。
Because he cares for you, just jump at him.
所以伊掛念咱，所以咱有法當甲上帝抱咧。
And because of that, he was so encouraged, he decided to write this song, that had encouraged us.
這經文話真正我會激勵，所以就寫了這首嘅詩歌。
Are you going through some difficulties in life?
就是你哋人生嘅道路裏邊也十分艱艱，最艱難嘅道路。
Are you on a narrow path hemmed in, by hills and mountains?
你現在所行嘅路是唔是真正會，還是親像逐項代志甲你約束咧？
Is there a seemingly uncrossable Red Sea before you?
還是你面前有一個無法通過嘅紅海嗎？
Do not be afraid, do not doubt.
啊，通猶豫也唔通驚贏。
God is journeying with you.
上帝甲你同行，
In fact, he is ahead of you, leading you, clearing the way for you.
是伊行伫頭前為你來開頭前嘅道路。
Trust and follow him closely.
辛苦跟地伊。
Now, there's a third thing that we can learn.
第三方面，咱當學習嘅，
God always leads us by his sovereign power.
上帝一定用伊家己嘅權力來領導咱。
Therefore, we have to follow him with courage, even if the circumstance is dire.
所以雖然咱嘅環境無好，但是咱也要勇敢來對地伊。
Just recently, in my readings, I learned that in Saddleback Church, there is very unique and strange policy.
最近我咧看一看這個時陣呢，我就發現沙勒北 church 呢，伊免請人嘅時陣呢，伊有一個真正特別嘅要求。
If a person has never encountered pains in life,
一個人伊伫嘅人生內面也唔捌經過痛痛，
that person is not qualified to be a pastor or a staff of the church.
伊就袂配得你哋這個教會內面做傳道人，還是做同工。
Maybe our church should lay that down as our policy.
咁真係教會內面請人還是營上關嘅原則。
Now, Rick Warren laid down that policy
你話咧，你寫這個原則嘅時陣，
because he believed that unless a person had journeyed through pain with God,
就是伊相信一個人若無經歷甲上帝嘅同行，這個艱難嘅道路，
that person does not understand life.
這個人也無正式明白人生。
Therefore, he's not ready to serve others.
所以伊呢個時陣呢，也未明白何西要來侍奉。
He believed that if a person has not experienced the power of God through sufferings,
一個人若無因為這個艱難而來經歷上帝嘅帶領，
that person would not be pointing others to God.
在伊在帶領嘅人，伊袂該領帶到佇主嘅面前。
They might offer them good counsels, they might offer them a lot of good things, but not God.
但是雖然伊咁解人會真最好嘅建議，但是無法當正式將上帝來介紹。
And he also believed that unless a person is broken through pain
所以相信這個人若唔是學這個艱難呢，伊也會破碎，
and experience the delivery of God,
然後有經歷上帝嘅拯救。
that person would be full of self, he would be full of pride,
這個人若乜只有充滿家己自我，還是驕傲。
and he would never be of much use to the Lord.
以主來講，無法通大互主來應。
Brothers and sisters, when there's pain in our life,
但是要伫咱嘅人生內面，若有艱難嘅時陣，
when our pain turns from worse to worse,
還是甚至咱嘅痛症愈來愈大，
when our entangles in life becomes even more confusing,
還是咱嘅這個人生內面愈來愈亂，
or the noose around our neck tightens so much.
還是親像咱嘅紅本有一條鎖，甲咱愈綁愈硬嘅時候，
Do not be afraid, do not give up.
咱唔通遐來失意，咱也唔通驚嚇，
Turn your eyes on God.
咱要將咱嘅目光給主嘅身邊，
Call upon him because he rules with sovereign power and might.
咱嚟通呼求伊，因為咱知影是伊是用伊嘅權力來治理全會。
Look at the Israelites.
咱來看以色列人，
when Pharaoh suddenly realized, what had happened.
當這個法老忽然間看到在以色列人講離開咯，
The Bible said he gathered, 600 of the best chariots that he had.
伊就用伊家己第好嘅600匹嘅馬車，
And then along with some other chariots with his army, he pursued the Israelites.
伊全部地下來追擊以色列人。
And then if you look at chapter 14, in verse 10,
然後咱看14章嘅第10節，
the Bible said the Israelites looked up.
在以色列人看到喺埃及人嘅時陣，
They were marching towards them.
在埃及嘅軍隊五年地下來咯。
The Bible said they were terrified and they cried out to God.
在以色列人真正驚，伊就向上帝來呼喚。
However, this was the word of God to them through Moses.
這個上帝照着摩西對伊講嘅。
Do not be afraid, stand firm, and you will see the deliverance of the Lord.
你點驚？你今仔日就要接觸我着主嘅拯救。
And then he said, the Egyptians you see today, you will never see again.
你今仔所看到在埃及人，你一生袂閣再看到。
The Lord will fight for you. You only need to be still.
你只管安靜，你會看到主為你來征戰。
Wow.
實在是主。
I could just imagine, how the Israelites would respond to this.
我當想象以色列人會聽到主話，伊會怎樣來回應。
The Lord said, I will take care.
主講我會家己來處理，
I am able.
我也是有法。
And so, brothers and sisters, when we go through difficult times,
所以當咱行經歷在艱難的時陣，
let us remember and hold on to what the Lord has said.
咱要記牢主所予咱的應允。
The Lord commands us, do not be afraid.
主講唔驚呀。
Second, the Lord orders us to stand still and we will see the deliverance of the Lord.
第二面主甲咱講，你只管安靜徛咧，你會看到我的拯救。
Don't panic, don't be frantic, don't jump up and down.
免伫遐來真正跟住。
The Lord promises that He will never see the Egyptians again.
主伫遐了，因為你袂閣再看到在埃及。
In other words, the Lord is going to help you, He's going to deliver you totally.
而且你能講主就是幫助你，上帝會完全拯救你。
And then the Lord vows that He will be fighting our battles for us.
而主嘅應允是伊為咱來征戰。
Brothers and sisters, many times we are afraid.
但是要這個時陣，咱會驚呀。
Many times we cry out and we complain
這個時陣，簡單咱嘅呼叫，咱唔知係來源。
because we don't see and we don't remember that God is the sovereign.
是因為咱袂記咱嘅上帝是一個全能全權嘅主。
Last month Israel, celebrated a very important landmark in their history.
經過嘅以色列國因來慶祝一個真正重要嘅歷史性嘅代志。
They celebrated the 50th anniversary of the 1967 war.
就是慶祝呢個1967年所發生嘅一個真正嘅50週年紀念。
This is popularly known as the 60th war.
這個就是叫做6年嘅戰爭。
I'm sure you remember not long ago in one of my sermons I shared with you, a miracle story out of that war.
無偌久以前，我相信你會記得我有捌甲你分享關於這個6年嘅戰爭內面嘅一個奇妙嘅故事。
The 60th war is a story about God.
其實這個6年嘅戰爭嘅通講是上帝嘅故事，
It is not a story about Israel.
唔是單單是以色列嘅故事。
It is a story about how God delivered Israel.
這個是一個讓咱看到上帝怎樣拯救以色列國。
Now this morning I'm not going to share with you another war story.
所以今仔日咱唔是要再講到話一個戰爭嘅故事。
I'm not here to make you war freaks.
而且唔是愛互恁愛聽這個戰爭嘅故事。
But I just want to share with you, some results of the war.
但是咱要看到這個6年戰爭伊所帶來一寡嘅結
And
果。
from this you will see that it is indeed the hand of God that gave them the victory.
所以結果你實在看到講，這個是上帝家己親手所得來的
You have to understand,
勝利。
you have to understand Israel at that time was a young nation, nearly 19 years old.
呢個時陣以色列只不過是一個獨立19年嘅國家，
A very small nation, and at that time they were warring against 3 big Arab
是
nations.
一個真小嘅國家，甲面前嘅是3個阿拉伯真大嘅國家，
Egypt, Jordan, Syria.
埃及、約旦甲西亞。 了。
But aside from these three, actually there were other 8 to 9 other Arab nations supporting them.
但是呢三个阿拉伯國家嘅背後，其實一個13個國家支持。
Israel at that time had an army of only about 50,000.
啊，嗰時做以色列嘅軍隊只有5萬人，
But the 3 Arab nations, they had more than 240,000 soldiers.
但是在其他國家因為100,000即係軍隊。
And you don't count, all these supporting soldiers from the other
呢
countries.
一個無身外其他支持嘅國家，
But Israel won the war.
但是呢個時陣，咱國家是以色列領勝利，
According to official war records,
所以看這個正式嘅記錄嘅時陣，
listen,
咱會通聽。
for every Israeli soldier that was killed,
每一個以色列嘅軍人你害死嘅，
25 of the enemies, were killed.
因為敵人有20個嘅人也是喪失性命。
For every Israeli soldier that was captured,
每一個以色列嘅軍人去掠嘅，
394 Arab soldiers, were captured.
有394個阿拉伯嘅軍人去互因掠嘅嚟。
For every Israel plane that was shut down,
這個以色列有一隻飛機戰機去拍落嚟，
11 Arab planes were shut down.
有11隻阿拉伯嘅飛機去拍落嚟。
They won the war, they won it completely.
伊實在是完全嘅勝利，
And they were able to take back a lot of lands, that was occupied by the enemy.
然後我當收回真正最以前我敵人所推起嘅部隊。
That is why the Arabs, they call this war the Great Setback.
所以對阿拉伯人嚟講，伊講這個戰爭呢是因起一步，
But how did the Israelites win the war?
但是這個以色列人怎樣贏這場嘅戰爭
They
呢？
were small in number, they were limited in their firepower.
因真正水，因嘅資源也真正有限，
It was because of the God.
乃是因為因所相信嘅上帝。
That is why today the Israelites, they prefer to call that war the Six-Day War. They don't like it to call it the 1967 war.
所以今日以色列人較愛叫這個戰爭，叫做6日嘅戰爭，唔是叫67年嘅戰爭。
For 2 reasons.
兩個原因，
By calling the war Six-Day War,
這個6日嘅戰爭。
they are telling the world, they are telling themselves, this is impossible, but in 6 days, God allowed us to win the war.
對家己也對全世界講，伊無可能贏嘅，但是上帝會贏嘅。
Not only that, by using that name,
用這個6日嘅戰爭這個名稱，
they remember that God created the universe in 6 days.
紀念上帝是用6日來做天地，
And then on the 7th day, there was rest.
7日上帝就安息。
God helped them win the war in 6 days. On the 7th day, they rested.
上帝也可以伫6日內面來贏這場嘅戰爭嘅7日，因就安定落來。
Brothers and sisters, do not forget that the God who won the war, for the Israelites,
因為是要咱當袂記，伊個以色列我當贏這個6日嘅戰爭，
the God who led the Israelites through the Red Sea,
迄個伊帶這人經歷，但是行過這個紅海嘅上帝。
that is the same God who is with you, who is leading you, who is empowering you.
也是相關，這個上帝今仔日甲你同行，也引帶你嘅道路。
Let us call out to Him, let us cry out to Him,
然後我哋嚟講你嚟呼叫，
and then let us stand still and see His deliverance.
咱也要徛安靜徛咧來觀看伊咧為咱做嘅代
If
志。
He could lead, the small country and win a war against several countries,
然後我當互這個真正小嘅國家來贏過，喺你做嘅敵人嘅時陣，
He can help you win your war against the fiercest enemy.
以後我當幫助你來贏過呢個最艱難嘅戰爭。
A lot of times our victory is hampered only by our lack of faith.
這段時陣，咱戰爭嘅內面會通贏，是因為咱家己嘅信心軟弱。
A lot of times it is hampered only by our lack of obedience because we are so frantic. Instead of waiting on God, we look for other
還
solutions.
是咱無順服，還是咱無聽候，咱用咱家己嘅方法，
But let us remember that God is sovereign.
咱來記得上帝有權力，伊是全權的。
One more thing that we need to know.
我哋話上面咱應該要記得，
God always leads us to victory for His own glory.
上帝是为着伊家己的荣耀，我领咱进入胜利。
Therefore, let us worship Him even if the sky is yet to be clear.
虽然咱的天空不是真正清澈的，但是咱仍然要来敬拜。
Even before the dust of the war settle down.
就是这个战争也未停止的时阵，
Let us be singing, let us be praising, let us be worshiping Him.
咱已经有法度来唱歌舞蹈敬拜咱的上帝。
The dawning of the day is coming.
因为咱知影迄个早起一日更要来。
Weeping may tarry for the night, but joy comes in the morning.
虽然一味我爱哭，但是伫早起的时阵，咱要欢呼。
When will the dawn come? We don't know.
有时阵咱不知影天光是什么时阵来到，
In what manner it will come, we also don't know.
咱也唔知影这个要怎样来。
Those things are prerogatives of God. They are not our concern.
所以拢是上帝伊家己的伊负责的代志。
Our concern is to trust and obey.
咱只管也来辛苦顺服伊。
Our concern is to make sure that God is glorified through everything that we do.
咱只管咱要互上帝伫万事顶面来得到荣耀。
Therefore, even before victory comes,
所以当咱的胜利也未来到以前，
we must seek to fulfill the purposes and will of God.
咱所追求的，乃是要完成上帝的旨意，甲伊所要做的代志。
You know, I told you about my sciatic pain.
昨晚我甲你分享甲我即椎的痛痛。
And you know, many times when I question God, when I ask the Lord, Lord, you know, when am I going to be healed?
有時陣我問上帝，什麼時陣你要醫治我？
The Lord oftentimes is just silent.
這個時陣上帝就是靜默無聲。
But He would often tell me, you know, through my Bible reading,
但是這個時陣伫我讀聖經的時陣，
praise the Lord.
感謝主。
Praise the Lord, all you people. Praise the Lord, Israel.
以色列全隊必是恁攏有保羅主。
That is why those of you who are my FB friends,
所以恁若是我的 Facebook 的朋友，
you will notice that in my FB, you know, I posted a lot of praise
所以
verses.
我的 Facebook 內面的真侪信息是關係到保羅主。
Those were the days that I struggled with God.
我的保羅主的時候，其實我一直知道就是我也咧甲上帝真正的時
And
陣。
those were the days that the Lord said, praise me.
我也是上帝咧對我講，你個路讚美我。
You know, if you look at Exodus 14, 15 to 31,
咱來看出來記記14章第15節，
the actual crossing of the Red Sea,
當因咧過這個紅海的時候，
you'll also see that principle prescribed and exemplified.
咱也會通看到在原則呢底下嘅出現，也是咱有法當底下來做行的。
As they were, you know, facing the army of Egypt,
當因後壁有埃及嘅對面嘅時陣，
as they were very terrified and afraid,
伊呢個時陣雖然真正驚嚇，
the Lord told the Israelites, move on.
主對這一項講，你只管往頭前行，
Don't be afraid, move on.
免驚，只要往前行。
The Red Sea is there, move on.
呢個紅海嘅頭前也是要往前行。
And then he told Moses,
然後對摩西講，
you just stretch out your hand.
你只管伸出你嘅手掌。
Moses is the leader, he's supposed to be leading the fight.
摩西呢是因嘅領袖，應該是帶因來征戰，
He's supposed to be the captain, the commander of the army.
應該是因這個軍隊嘅元帥。
But the Lord said, you know, I have another role for you.
但是上帝講，我有另外一個方法，
Raise your hand.
你只管舉起你嘅手掌。
Now I want you to understand
我係知影
two things.
兩項物件。
First of all, the raising of Moses' hand, there's nothing magical there.
所以你摩西伊舉手呢，唔是有啥物魔術嘅內
You
面。
know, there's no power in his hand.
伊嘅手本身唔是有啥物力
The
量。
sea parted not because of his hands.
所以這個紅海嘅會唔是因為伊嘅手。
However, I want you to understand the raising of hands has some deep spiritual
但
significance.
是伊嘅手舉起來時陣，有真侪屬靈嘅意義喺內面。
The Lord, through all of this, you know, want to obtain glory.
經過這一切是歸榮耀給上帝。
And through the raising of Moses' hand,
而且叫摩西舉起伊嘅手掌，
Moses is going to show the people that he is not fighting. That the people is not fighting, but God, the omnipotent God of Israel, is the one fighting.
所以唔是表示唔是家己咧征戰，乃是伊個無所不能嘅上帝為因征戰。
It also shows the Israelites that the sovereign God, the one who lives on high, is now in their midst.
也或者一些人看见伊个伫高高在上的上帝也伫因的中间，
He's now blessing, he's now leading, he's now fighting for them.
就像祝福伊的百姓，就像伊传伊的百姓，就像为伊的百姓征战。
It also shows them and shows us the God, the majestic God, must be lifted up.
而且我咱看到咱的上帝也是应该要被高举的，
He and He alone must be worshipped, must be glorified.
只有伊也单单独独是伊，是值得咱为敬拜。
Brothers and sisters, let us not forget this important fact.
但是要咱当回记这个真重要的原则。
Whether the Lord answer our prayer immediately or not,
无论上帝是随时还是延迟来听咱的祈祷，
whether victory is today, tomorrow, or the next day,
无论这个胜利是伫明仔还是伫以后，
everything will be, to fulfill the purposes of God and the glory of God.
万事的拢是要完成上帝的旨意，甲伊的荣耀。
Therefore, as we walk through life,
所以当咱经历人生的道路的时候，
be it in the daytime or nighttime,
无论是早起还是暗时，
be it through pain or joy,
还是经历喜乐的，还是经历痛苦，
let us be praising the Lord.
咱逐时拢也是上关要学罗赞的主，
Let us be fulfilling His purposes. Let us be worshiping Him.
咱是要敬拜伊，咱也是要完成伊的意义。
In closing, I would like us to revisit the three questions that I raised.
咱未结束的时阵，咱要记载来想下，咱们所提起的三个问题。
How can I know the will of God? How can I know where God is leading me?
我们怎样知影上帝的旨意？要怎样知影上帝要带我去倒落？
Follow Him by faith and obedience.
习惯也顺服来跟随伊。
The Bible makes it clear that the Christian life is a journey of faith.
圣经强调，一个基督徒伊的生命是一个信心的道路，
We live by faith and not by sight.
所以咱唔是凭着眼见，咱乃是凭着信心来生活。
The Lord is always beside us. He's always ahead of us.
咱的主是定定伫咱的身边，也是行伫咱的头前。
Let us follow Him. Even if we don't understand His leading, we will find His will.
咱就是讲这袂明白伊的带领，咱也有愿要跟随伊。
Why does God allow me to suffer?
为什么上帝容阮我受苦呢？
The answer is very obvious.
伊个答案也真正明显。
Because God has a good reason for everything. It is for our good, for our, ultimate good.
原是上帝有伊好的原因，伊也是为咱好的。
Therefore, we need to follow Him with confidence and courage.
咱尽管你有信心，也来跟随伊，勇
Sometimes,
敢跟随伊。
sometimes we may not see His hand,
有时阵咱夹在袂看到上帝的手咧做工，
but He is here.
其实伊也不是伫遐，
And He allows us to suffer because of good reasons and towards the end.
有好的原因，也有好的结束的。上帝也让阮咱经历艰难的代志。
Does God really care when we suffer?
咱咧受苦的时阵，上帝诚实有顾念咱吗？
Oh yes, He cares.
是的，伊诚实是顾念咱，
I know He cares.
我也知影伊顾念咱，
He is always by our side, helping, guiding, and opening the way for
定
us.
定是伫咱的背后因带帮助咱，
He is the one holding, the rope.
也是伊伫遐来将福你给你条束。
So let us continue to follow Him even if we don't see His hand.
所以虽然咱袂看到伊的手，但是咱要有缘来信靠伊。
So right now, I hope and I pray that we will be greatly encouraged.
我望咱每一个人，咱会当大得到激励。
I know that life is difficult.
人生是艰苦，
It's painful at times.
真侪时阵也有艰难，
But our God is greater than all these things.
但是上帝是比全一切的痛苦更较大。
Right now, let us pray.
咱现在来三甲祈祷，
And I want to invite you, as God has invited us, cast your anxieties on the Lord. He cares for you.
亲像上帝伫遐来邀请咱，要将一切的挂虑来撇互伊，咱要将咱一切的交托。
You pray and then I pray for you.
咱家己个人先祈祷，然后我也祈祷。
亲爱天父，前面的道路，阮欠采袂到的。有时阵有艰难，有痛苦，有悲痛。有时阵阮实在真正惊吓。 但是阮感谢你，因为你是以色列的上帝，你也是我的上帝。你知影带领以色列人经过红海，伊无可能会死出，要因伊遐得胜，甚至得胜无出。所以阮今仔日，阮也同款看到信心问题你来听。有时阵阮袂明白，有时阵阮袂看到你的手，有时阵阮摇移，但是求你加添阮恩典，互阮明白，互阮知影，互阮都通信靠。因为主，你是迄位掌管万物的主，你伫遐保佑阮，你伫遐帮助阮。求你也同款，互阮伫咧经过人生的时阵，互阮常常伫遐会记得，阮生存的目的就是为了你。求你伫遐甲阮相同同在。